you will see a different perspective on the emotion of anger. Because while anger is perhaps one of the most common emotions, perhaps even more common than love, it is also an emotion that is not very popular. But what if I told you that there was a different way of working with anger? What if I told you that anger is the deepest form of compassion? It is just terribly misguided. Welcome to another episode of ROI 180, where we in the next 180 seconds will vow to deliver you more value than your invested attention in us, more than any other video on the internet. So let's go. So anger is this terribly misunderstood emotion, because while we can all agree that anger is very bad and you shouldn't, be angry, you should just be happy. Everybody feels angry. Angry at the weather, angry at our co-workers, angry at ourselves. Anger is this sensation of powerlessness and vulnerability, but at the same time, it's a call to change something. It is something within us that comes out and quite abruptly can ask us to react to something, and it's that reaction that is scary, because it is often uncontrolled and it can cause us to lose face, or other people to lose face, which is why we say anger is bad. But anger is also the deepest form of care. It's just terribly misguided. The poet David Whyte words it beautifully. He says that anger is the deepest form of care. Care for another, care for family, care for country, care for a company, or all the ideals that we have that are about to get hurt. Anger as it arises is the expression of something that we care about that is about to be hurt. But our reaction to that anger is perhaps not the smartest way to preserve that on which we care about. We should at least allow ourselves to think it through. And anger as an expression is pure in power, but not very guided, and so it becomes destructive. But it's rare that we get this opportunity to have so much power about something we care about as we go through life. So the practice is to insert a pause between the arising of anger and the reaction to it. And it's that pause that can bring us closer to what we truly care about. So I'm not gonna sit here and sell anger as a great, awesome opportunity to get you closer to what you care about. Anger is a powerful emotion, which means that you can't just leave it alone. When it rises in you, there's really two things you need to pay attention to. Who it is that you can express this to in a safe environment, and how long you're willing to carry it around. Failing to do either of those will cause it to either explode or implode, by you causing a scene or you just burning out. And both are things that you want to avoid. So if you're like me and you've spent some years building a company in the fast-paced startup world, anger becomes a close companion. And I'd wish someone had told me a little earlier that it's okay to express this, but try to express it by the words I care about instead of I'm angry about. I hope that helps you on your journey to what you deeply care about.